Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit and another episode of What Are We Eating? Buffalo wings are probably the most popular appetizer, snack food, bar food, and of course, football food there is. Deep fried crispy chicken wings, tossed in a rich, buttery, and tangy hot sauce, served with celery and blue cheese, and you have the ultimate platter of yumbo. But if it wasn't for Teresa Bellissimo and her ingenuity at the Anchor Bar late one night, the buffalo wing may not exist today. Buffalo wings are best made fresh, but people get busy, lazy, or simply don't want to make homemade food at home and reach for something quick, easy, and frozen like Purdue's and Tyson's Buffalo-style wings. Purdue's Buffalo-style chicken wings are roasted chicken wing sections glazed with Buffalo-style hot sauce. The chickens are hatched, raised, and harvested in the USA. And they're raised with no antibiotics ever, no animal byproducts, all vegetarian diet, cage-free in the USA, and no hormones or steroids added. Here's the list of the few ingredients. Now for the nutrition facts. The serving size is 3 ounces and there's 6 servings per container. Per serving, there's 140 calories, 9 grams of total fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, 0 trans fat, 75 milligrams of cholesterol, 710 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of total carbohydrates, 0 grams of fiber, 0 sugars, and 12 grams of protein. This is the 28-ounce bag that costs $9.99. You have a little less than a year to eat these, but in my house, that wouldn't be a problem. Chicken wings don't last long around here. There's 2 sets of cooking instructions, conventional oven and microwave oven, and I'm going to use the microwave. And if you think for a minute I'm going to cook chicken wings in the microwave, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona I'll give you a real good deal on. As soon as I open up the bag, you get punched in the face with the smell of hot sauce, which I love. There's got to be a lot of hot sauce on these from the smell and the look of the wings. They almost look red. Now the directions say to lay them flat on a cookie sheet, but we all know you're not going to get crispy wings that way. So I'm placing them on a raised rack to get the heat circulating on all sides of the wings, with a piece of aluminum foil underneath for easy cleanup. And this little wing, it's either a reject or it came off a baby chicken. And now for the Tyson Anytizers Buffalo-style hot wings. Their Buffalo-style hot wings are chicken wing sections coated with a flavorful, hot, tangy sauce. And that's really about all Tyson has to say about their wings. I really like all the extra information that Purdue put on the bag. But for all I know, Tyson may raise and process their chickens just like Purdue. I doubt it, but they could. I would just like to know as much about my food as possible. And Purdue provided that information. Here's the short list of ingredients. Now for the nutrition facts. And again, the serving size is 3 ounces and there's 6 servings per container. Per serving, there's 190 calories, 13 grams of total fat, 3 grams of saturated fat, 0 trans fat, 3 grams of polyunsaturated fat, and 5 grams of monounsaturated fat. Both of those fats are good fats. 95 milligrams of cholesterol, 760 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of total carbohydrates, 0 grams of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, and 14 grams of protein. This bag of Tyson wings is the same size and same price as the Purdue's, 28 ounces for $9.99. And they pretty much have the same Best Buy date, just 2 days off. And they actually have 3 sets of cooking directions: oven, microwave, and grill. With the Tyson wings, you could barely smell the hot sauce. It was pretty faint. And there were 2 things that really stood out. The color, they looked more like fried chicken, and the size. They were much smaller than the Purdue wings. Now the cooking temperatures and times were different. Tyson's was 450 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes, and Purdue, 400 degrees for 25 to 27 minutes. But I wanted to cook them both at the same time. I decided to go with the higher 450 degree temperature, and I'm glad I did, because even at the higher temperature, they ended up taking 40 minutes to cook. That's double the recommended time for the Tysons at the correct temperature, 450 degrees. And they did come out somewhat crispy. However, the Purdue's also cooked for longer than recommended at a higher temperature than recommended. They suggested 400 degrees for 25 to 27 minutes, but they took almost twice as long at the higher 450 degrees, and they weren't crispy at all. Soggy buffalo wings is sacrilegious. I tried a Tyson Drumette first. The outside did have a nice little texture to it, but it wasn't crispy like it had been fried. And that's obviously because it wasn't fried. The meat was fine, and the flavor was fairly mild. not a whole lot of flavor or heat. Then I tried a Purdue Drumette. There was much more flavor, much more heat, and the meat was good and there was much more of it, but the texture was soggy. Then I tried the flats, which is my favorite part. My previous assessment of the Drumettes is the same for the flats. The Tyson wings had a much better texture, but was a bit lacking on flavor, heat, and meat. The Perdues, they were much bigger, so obviously they had more meat, but they also had more flavor and more heat. The only thing really bad about them was the skin. On a scale of 1 to 10, for taste, texture, and value, I'm going to give the Tyson a 4 and the Purdue a 5. Even though the skin on the Perdues was soggy, they had better flavor, more heat, and more meat. Thank you all very much for watching. If you want to pick up a bag of these for the Super Bowl, I would pick the Purdue over the Tyson. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.